I invite you to join me as I kick off the Christmas season with decorating what I think is the perfect traditional Christmas tree for 2024. Let's see if I can come up with some unique ideas that will inspire your holiday decorating. Hello everyone and welcome to my home. If you are new, my name is Lesa. I'm glad that you all stopped by for this Christmas tree decorating. We're kicking off the holiday season here. I want to give you some decorating ideas to make your Christmas tree the star of the show. Like most of you, in order to fit my Christmas tree here, I had to move my entryway table down. I did leave my gallery wall that I put up for you in my fall entryway. This decor here will probably change in a future video for you. And I did have a mirror here behind the Christmas tree that I had to relocate down the hall. And you're getting a little sneak peek of my family room tree. So watch for that to show up here in a future video. Because it is such a task to put up this 9-foot Christmas tree, I did that off camera and added my lights. I prefer an unlit tree, and I like to string the lights back into the back of the tree, across the front of the branches, and then back again, working my way around the Christmas tree. You can get these $3 a box twinkle lights at Target. Get the red box that says twinkling on the front, and they give you just that little hint of a twinkle to your Christmas tree. I have gathered up a lot of the ornaments and embellishments I want to use on this Christmas tree here. A lot of this is stuff that I have had for many, many years. I love traditional Christmas colors, especially on my Christmas tree. Lucky for us, according to online research, shades of red, green, gold, and silver are the most popular Christmas colors for 2024. The classic and traditional look of those colors against the vibrant foliage of your Christmas tree are so beautiful. Like I said, a lot of this is things that I have used throughout the years and just kept in my Christmas decor. The only new purchases that I made for this Christmas tree this season were those green flocked ornaments and this plaid ribbon. Everything else, I'm going to be showing you how you can reuse the same embellishments but get an entirely different look. We're going to start decorating with our base layer. These picks are frosted and have a lot of color and texture. They are going to add in and enhance the tree and become part of it. I picked these up probably 3 or 4 Christmases ago from Hobby Lobby, and they were a great investment. I loved them so much, I use them every year. You just stuff them back into the tree, and like I said, they become a part of the tree itself. That's why it is our base layer. When picking out your picks or floral stems for your Christmas tree, keep in mind the scale of the tree itself. Because this is a 9-foot tree, I can go with these larger picks. If you have a smaller 7.5 or 6-foot tree, then pick smaller florals to use in amongst the branches, just always keeping in mind that scale of the tree itself. Well, I would be thrilled and excited if you loved my tree so much that you copied it exactly. I always encourage you to do the things you love in your own home. So these may not be your colors or the style you're going for this Christmas, but it gives you an idea of the layers and the process and the things that you can use to build your own tree around the items and colors that you love. You can see that I have randomly but evenly spread out those floral stems, making sure that I got the back of the tree, which you can see from the hallway, So now we can add in this beautiful velvet ribbon. It is iridescent on the back side, so that is a nice little peek if you see the back of it. This has a wire edge, which makes it really easy to mold and bend around the tree. This ribbon had been used previously, so it was already cut into different lengths. So this is where that repurpose and reuse comes in. We're going to make it work on this Christmas tree this year. Starting with the longest length, I'm tucking it in at the top. You will see that I am leaving the naked part of the tree open there at the top. I have a vintage Santa tree topper that will go up there when we're all done. I am tucking in the loose end, securing it by folding over one of the Christmas tree branches. Then I'm just making small loops down and around the tree at a diagonal, working my way around the tree. Every so often you can see that I'm tucking the ribbon back into the back of the tree. If it's at a point where it doesn't easily tuck and stay, then you can wrap one of those pine branches around it to secure it in place. I don't have small kids to mess with my tree, so once I get it in place, I don't have to worry about it too much, thus not having to make sure that it is secured with wire or any kind of additional ties onto the tree. When I was done with that length of ribbon, I grabbed the next one and I started not exactly where it left off before, but kind of in the same general spiral direction around the tree with the same even gaps. And I started this next strand of ribbon, repeating the process of manipulating it into the branches and tucking it in till it was secure. You're going to repeat this process around the tree with all of those cut lengths. This would be the same way you would do it if you had new rolls of ribbon as well. A lot of different ways and styles that you can add ribbon and garland to your tree. What is your favorite way to decorate with ribbon on your Christmas tree? Let me know. I love to hear y'all's ideas and I get inspiration from y'all as well. Hollyberry ribbon had been previously cut into 12-inch strips, but I came up with a clever way to create this bow cluster and I'm going to show you how to do it. You do not need bow making skills. This is going to be so easy to do. You can buy this plaid ribbon at Hobby Lobby. You get 90 feet for $4.99 after the 50% off sale. It's regularly $9.99. I am loosely and roughly pleating this plaid ribbon over itself. I'm going to make 5 loops and they're not going to be the same size. I'm not measuring, like I said, this is just roughly eyeing the loops, but laying them over each other like this, back and forth like an accordion. When you have all of your loops put together, then you're going to trim it off of the spool and you will have your first layer to your bow for your Christmas tree. So my hollyberry ribbon, like I said, was already cut in these roughly 12-inch strips from a previous Christmas tree that I used them on. I am going to fold them so that the wrong sides of the ribbon are together, and I'm going to fold it about halfway down, so one end is about halfway down the ribbon, and then I'm going to gather that in my fingers in that bundle with the plaid ribbon, and I'm going to repeat this for 3 of the ribbons. Both of these ribbons have a wire edge, so it really helps your bow to keep its shape. But if you want a floppier bow, you could definitely use a ribbon that was satin or did not have that wire edge. Now I like to keep and reuse these long twist ties that come off of packaging that you get products in. You could use floral wire if you don't have these twist ties, but I like these because they easily twist and you do not need wire cutters. So I'm going to take one of those and I'm going to wrap it around the center of the bundle of ribbons, right where they're all folded together and pleated together, making sure that is secure. Then I'm going to spread all of the loops out and fluff them up, going in different directions. There's no really wrong way to do this. You just kind of play around with it until you get it fluffed the way you like it. And then we're going to put it in on the tree. You can use the long ends of that twist tie to secure it to your tree. And don't be afraid to kind of wedge it back in the tree so that it is nestled and buried within the branches. And don't forget to spend time fluffing your bow out once you get it up on the tree. Made as many bows as I could out of that recycled scrap ribbon, and then randomly but intentionally placed them around the tree so that they were spread out and filling in the gaps between that red garland ribbon that I used. The white background on that hollyberry ribbon ties in with the white flocking on the stems. All of it is coming together with our traditional color scheme here. I wanted to add some more ribbon and some fun whimsy to my tree. I'm taking more of that wire-edged plaid ribbon, and I just cut a length. These seem to be about 12 to 15 inches, just eyeballing it, wrapping it around 2 fingers, and then gently pulling it open like a spring. Then you just tuck it into your Christmas tree. That curved end of it wraps around a branch and will hold it into place. I'm going to do this all over the tree, adding these little spiral sprigs for some dimension and texture to my Christmas decor here. When you are going for a cohesive look, it's all about balance and restraint. Don't be afraid to leave some space between your ornaments and other decor on your Christmas tree, and make sure you're not over accessorizing it. I love a lot of Christmas decor on my tree, but there is a point where too much is too much. So showing that restraint is hard for me. You can even add in a few statement pieces that add visual interest. And it's okay to experiment, try out new things. It's all part of the fun of decorating your Christmas tree. Now, with all of that said about restraint and leaving visual space, we're going to add a few more embellishments to the tree here. I am going to go back to my decor boxes and dig through. I have these golden sprigs of leaves. These were originally on a garland and I cut them apart. That was many, many years ago. Like I'm talking probably 18 years ago, and I've used them. I use them sometimes with these poinsettias and these glitter beads. But today I'm going to use just the golden leaves, and I'm going to stick them in and around the Christmas tree randomly, and again strategically though, and fill in some of those spaces, give it that little golden twinkle to my tree. This is like an ornament without being a traditional ornament, like a round ball or a decorative shape to it, because you know how I like to think outside of the box and use home decor in unconventional ways. These clip-on poinsettias are another Christmas decor that I like to put on my trees and garlands, and so I'm going to use it here on this tree. I think it's going to be perfect. I want to overload this tree with all kinds of red. They all match in the shading of the colors though, so I'm keeping that in mind as I'm decorating it, because I am going to be using a lot of deep dark green balls and ornaments, so I want this red to contrast with that. Again, you just clip these on and place them around your tree. I see these at Michael's and Walmart. I think Hobby Lobby may have some, but they're probably on a stem there, I think. So you can still find these even though I have had mine for a long time, and they come in a plethora of colors. I told you I love a lot of decor on my Christmas tree, and if you know me, you know if I love it, I do not get rid of anything, especially if I love it. Why get rid of it? I may not use it every year, but I keep it in my decorating arsenal. So I have these beads, and they get tangled up if you don't wrap them up like I showed you when you store them. But I have kept these for probably 15 years. These came from Kirkland's like way back in the day, and I have 3 of them. I bought them on clearance after Christmas one year. They were $1.50 or $2 a strand, and they are perfect to add just that little bejeweled touch to the outside of the tree. I am wrapping them in the opposite direction that I did the garland, and I'm kind of spacing them out. Since I do only have 3, they'll drape across the front, and they're just like jewelry on my Christmas tree. Do you keep your Christmas decor to use over and over again, or do you purge it all and get rid of it and buy new every year? I'm always curious how other people do their Christmas decor within reason and within storage space. I love to keep things that I truly love. Finally, I have finished all of my base ornamental items, from those floral picks to the ribbon to the poinsettias and the gold leaves. All of those little embellishments make it a fabulous foundation then to add these ornaments. I have chosen flocked ornaments for this tree this year, and I'm going with these My Texas House flocked spiral ornaments. These are so pretty, and they already came on the green ribbon. I like that the shape of them is a little bit unique. Last year I had purchased these red flocked ornaments from Michael's. I think I saw them online. I have not been in Michael's yet this season. I think they still have them though. I will look, and if they're available, I will link them down below. I like to put my ornaments on these gold hooks, and it makes it easy to hang them. When you're hanging your ornaments, don't put them all just on the outer edges. This tree's a little bit thicker, so it's hard to go too deep within the branches, but if you have a thinner tree and spaces and gaps within the inside of your tree, put large ornaments in there and then work your way out. Put some ornaments on the tips, some in the midpoints. Use different sizes. I'm going to be using 3 different sizes of these flocked Hobby Lobby dark green ornaments. These larger ones are on star hooks. I get these at Hobby Lobby. And my tip for you is, if you can wait until after the Christmas season and catch them on that deep discount sale, do that. That's what I like to do, and then just store them and have them for the upcoming season the next year. If your tree is visible from different angles and not like in a corner, Make sure you don't neglect all sides of it so that you get a uniformed look on the whole circumference of your tree. I am making sure to do that here with my ornaments and all of my other decor on my Christmas tree. Have had questions and comments in past Christmas tree decorating videos over the years that I don't have any special meaning or sentimental value to any of my Christmas decor. So I just wanted to let any of y'all out there know that I put up at least 5 6.5 foot to this 9-foot tree every season, and I guarantee you I have 2 or 3 trees that have very special and sentimental ornaments and decorations on them, things that are special to my kids when they were growing up through the years. I get a special ornament on vacation when we travel and put those up on a Christmas tree. What are some special traditions and ornaments or activities that you do at Christmas time? I would love to hear about them. My boys are grown, so especially if you have little kids, I will still live vicariously through you. This is my vintage Santa topper I told you about. I have had him since 1998, and I just love mixing my vintage decor with new additions. I think it creates that special and unique look to my home at the holidays. The tree is all decked out with twinkly lights and ornaments and embellishments, so now we're going to put the Christmas tree skirt down. And I found this one at Target. It was available online, so it came through the mail and sight unseen. Here it is. It is the perfect plaid to go with the ribbon on my tree, and it was only $15, which is a really good price for such a big tree skirt. You can also use a tree collar, or you will see in some of my upcoming decorating videos that I have had my husband make me some concrete stands, and I put my Christmas trees in my chinoiserie pots. So be sure you come back for those, but we're going to lay out the Christmas skirt after we have cleaned up all of our mess from the floor. I just want to reiterate to you to have fun when you're decorating your Christmas tree and do the styles and colors that you love. Use things you already have. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy all new stuff to have a beautiful Christmas tree. I know that there are themes out there that are so pretty and so many different ways that you can dress up your tree this Christmas. It does not have to be boring, and it doesn't have to look like everybody else's tree. So think outside the box and let your creativity run wild. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I would love to hear from you in the comments. What's your favorite Christmas tree decorating idea, and what inspires you in your holiday decor? And if you're looking for more holiday inspiration, be sure to check out my other videos for tons of festive ideas and decorating tips. I'll be back real soon with another video giving you more holiday inspiration for this season. Until I see you then, have a wonderful and blessed day.